Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. I'd like to start by appreciating everyone who is making this channel grow. If you wish to support us, just subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Let us go to Mount Kenya. The politics of Mount Kenya have taken a different direction. Why is it that in Mount Kenya there seems to be trouble, there seems to be political confusion, whereas in the Rift Valley everything seems to be in order? Despite the fact that so many cabinet secretaries, so many PSs, so many CSs came from Mount Kenya, so many appointments came from Mount Kenya and Rift Valley, yet Mount Kenya still seems to be in political confusion. Why is it so? That question can better be answered this way. The reason why I'm bringing this analysis of MAINA NJENGA is because I've realized that he poses a very huge threat to Rigathi Gachagua's political future within the Mount Kenya. Mind you, Gachagua also has presidential ambitions. Yes, he does so because he is the deputy president, even though we know that that can be like, and like what we've always referred to, an ant climbing a hill. How that is going to work, time will tell, whether William Ruto will allow it. But MAINA NJENGA has been labeled as a Mungiki leader again, that the accusations are that he is trying to revive the group. That is what I saw from one of the submissions by Rigathi Gachagua and the CS for security. They said during that church ceremony that they will not allow those groupings and the like. I want to listen to this video by Gachagua.
I want to reiterate what our CS Interior has said. These proscribed criminal gangs that are being revived by politicians. I want to speak from Nakuru and say that the revival of those gangs cannot and will not be allowed. It is not possible. That particular gang we saw in DCI there is responsible for murder, rape, defilement, extortion, beheading people, doing crazy things that I cannot mention to our women. Anybody who thinks that he can revive that gang to come and harass our women, to come and kill Kenyans, to extort money from Matatu people, to extort money from business people. Those characters were even going to people's home and milking their cows. And they tell you to wait the milk first, you take the rest of the milk.
I think the wordings and the message being passed there is self-explanatory. They are labeling the youths who are aligning themselves around MAINA NJENGA as to being Mungiki. I mean, this is quite not the case here, but that is what is being said. But should that be the case, ladies and gentlemen? Because of course that we are not trying to rule out the fact that that can happen, because Mount Kenya, like we said, Mount Kenya no place about a rebel number one, and the rebellion will be worse. That's why I still maintain that if these people are listening to what Pastor Ezekiel said last year, when he talked about that the Mount Kenya will be the first place to rebel, Mount Kenya. I think that explains why you find that there is deep confusion within the Mount Kenya area. And whenever there is confusion of that magnitude and there are youths involved, then rest assured the most likely thing that is going to follow is rebellion. You saw how Martha Karua responded when MAINA NJENGA was arrested. You saw how she responded. She even went past the DCI blockage and into the DCI headquarters and shouted. You saw what happened. And that was enough indication that MAINA NJENGA is with Martha Karua's faction and Mwangi wa Iria's faction. Soon enough, we will see a Gachagua being left alone with Ndindi Nyoro, Ichungwa, and probably those leaders who have benefited within the UDA formation. But all these other leaders who have not benefited, watamwagwa chini with the votes. They all will be voted out. They will be voted out completely. So the fact that MAINA NJENGA presence is beginning to threaten Gachagua only indicates that he is likely to be the next Mount Kenya kingpin. And if should he become a kingpin of Mount Kenya, it should pose a very, very huge challenge to Gachagua. I think that's why Gachagua knows and Kindiki knows, because they know that for them to probably, like in the 2032 there, for them to be relevant, they have to deal with MAINA NJENGA now. So, but that is also treading on a slippery ground, because what if you fall? Because they might fall. They might fall by constantly attacking MAINA NJENGA. You are building him. You beat him, you build him. You arrest him, you make him known publicly. You make him trend. So now MAINA NJENGA has trended to a level that almost everybody now, 70% of Kenyans now know MAINA NJENGA. But they know him for the good things, not for the bad things, because most youths probably were not there or were not aware about these things back then. You just hear Mungiki, kama vile unazasikia story ya Mau Mau, that it was there. But they never got to understand what Mungiki was all about. Some of those people are now at the age of probably 20s or less than 20. But they could be the first time, they could be first time voters. But you see, they will vote for MAINA NJENGA because they find that MAINA NJENGA represents the youth and resonates well with the youth's agenda. And the agenda was Mau Mau to be compensated. Mau Mau wameteseka sana. And he considers himself as the true Mau Mau. So dear viewers, allow me to wind up there. And once again, I'd like to urge you to please give us your comment below the comment section. And also please stay safe, stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.